We're finally back home. But I don't see you here anywhere. Are you out doing something right now?
Oh yeah, sorry. I step out to do some shopping, so I'm going to be away for a while longer actually.
Oh, okay. I see. Well, have fun, I guess. I'll see you at home.
Okay, and I also have dinner plans with my parents later. But yeah, sorry, I thought you were not going to be home until later. What happened?
Well, yeah, that was the original plan. But then my mom said she wanted to leave early, plus the weather turned, so we just decided to call it off.
The weather turned? You mean it got worse? But it's been sunny all throughout the afternoon.
You mean you really didn't notice anything? Oh, well, I'm impressed. Yeah, there were some mudslides and really strong winds too.
Oh really? I had no idea. I've been inside this department store the whole time. I must have just not bothered to look outside.
Well, it looks like it might get worse again later today. So mom and I agreed to end our day early and I just came home.
That all makes sense. I'm sorry your plans fell apart though. Did the two of you at least be able to go see the play that you had tickets for? I hope that it was fun.
Yeah, we did it actually. It was really, really great. And then we even went to a pretty fancy sushi place for lunch.
Oh, that sounds really good. It's been a while since I had sushi. What place was it?
It was this place that just opened and my mom read about it in a magazine. It was really, really good.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Well, you have to tell me about what they had and maybe we can go. And also, I just wanted to say that I think you're doing really great, Mary.
What do you mean by that, Bob? I didn't even do anything.
I just mean about how you're so good about spending time with your parents. But also how you spent that sweet fruit basket to my parents too. You just know how to make everyone happy.
Well, I'm just trying to give back to the people who have given so much to us already, you know? Not just my parents, but yours as well. And if they really enjoy what I do for them, then that makes me happy too.
Yeah, at this rate, I think my parents might end up liking you more than they do to me. I just don't know how to please people like that.
Well, what if you did something like take them on a trip? I bet they would love to travel somewhere fun with you. I've heard that your parents have never really even traveled all that much before.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe I'll do something like that.
I think that would be great. You could all go on a family vacation and it would make your parents really happy.
Actually, the more I think about it, the worse of an idea it sounds. I mean, traveling with my parents? That is going to be so embarrassing.
Well, either way, it's still a really good present, and I'm sure you'd enjoy yourself on a fun trip. Isn't that the point of all this?
I guess, but I can't just tell my parents that I'm taking them on a trip all of a sudden. If anything, they're going to think that I've done something wrong and I'm trying to hide it.
You really think so? Well, even so, I'm sure that they'll be grateful for the present once they realize nothing else was happening.
I don't like it. Maybe a daughter could get away with that, but not a son like me. They wouldn't believe it.
I don't think that has anything to do with that, though. And why do you think anyone would suspect you of anything? It's just a nice gesture for your parents.
I know, but planning a whole trip is such a pain. And for 3 people too?
Well, sure. It isn't an easy task after all. But you implied to me that you wanted an idea of something you could do for your parents. This is my suggestion.
I guess so. I don't know though. I still have my doubts.
All I'm saying is that our parents are getting up there in age. Everyone may still be healthy, but we never know when something might happen. I just think that if you could go on this trip with your parents, then it might be a good memory to have with them for you as well.
Okay, I get it. Jeez, just let me think about it, okay?
Hey Bob, I just wanted to let you know that I was going to go to my parents' house this afternoon. I don't think that I'm gonna be home in time for dinner though, so you're gonna have to fend for yourself tonight. I'm sorry.
You're going to your parents' house tonight? What's going on? Did something happen?
Well, my dad is in the hospital.
He is? So something did happen. What is it? Did he get hurt? Is he sick?
I'm not sure. Apparently, he just started feeling unwell last night and they had to rush him to the hospital. He's been there since last night. I thought he was so healthy, but how could this happen to him?
So then, how is your dad doing? Is he okay?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. They said he would probably have to stay at the hospital for a few weeks.
Oh, phew. Well, that's a relief. I was getting worried there for a second.
I mean, It isn't like he's in critical condition or anything, but it does seem like this might pose some more long term health problems for him. I would really like it if you could be there to see him. It would make me feel so much better.
Well, I'm not sure if I'll be able to take the day off. I won't be able to go in until work is over.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm not sure if visiting hours will still be happening then, but if you have some time too, I would really appreciate it if you could visit him.
Of course, and I'm really sorry that you're going through all this right now.
It is what it is, I guess. But I'm probably going to be going back and forth from my parents' place until my dad is released from the hospital. I kind of have to, since you know that my mom can't drive and the hospital is so far from where they live.
Wow, that sounds like a lot to deal with. But of course, I don't mind if you do that. Is your job going to be okay with that?
Well, I talked to my boss about the situation, and they said that they were okay with me leaving a little early each day, but I have to go to work even earlier instead.
Ah, I see. Well, it's a good thing that your office is so flexible with that.
Well, I'm only working part-time, so I'm sure it's not a big deal for the company. But since I'm going to be driving around so much, I don't think that I'm going to be able to do as much work around the house.
Well, that really can't be helped, can it? But the timing really couldn't be worse.
The timing? What do you mean? Do you have something going on?
Well, I was just about to go to take my parents on their trip, so I was going to be leaving soon.
Wait, really? You mean you think you're gonna take them somewhere?
Yeah, I was thinking of going somewhere abroad. But now that your dad is in the hospital, this might not work.
Especially if we're gonna be all the way in another country.
I know, but this is the only time of the year that we could all go. Otherwise, they'll be too busy for the rest of the year and won't be able to go. This might be the only time my parents ever get to leave the country in their whole lives. But now that your dad's in the hospital, I guess that it would be really rude to go on the trip, huh?
I know, but it sounds like you really want to go on this trip with your parents. I'm really sorry all of this is happening.
Do you remember telling me that our parents aren't always going to be healthy and able to do stuff with us?
Of course I do. We just talked about that the other day, before this happened.
Well, those words really stuck with me, and now this has happened to your dad. I mean, everyone gets sick. No one knows what tomorrow is going to bring them. You just really can't take anything for granted, can you?
I guess you really can't. Can you? You really never know what's going to happen.
I have no idea when something like this might happen to my own parents. I mean, your dad loved a mountain climb and even he got sick. If anything happened like that to my parents, I doubt that they would ever be able to travel after that.
You might be right about that, actually. Maybe you should just go on the trip with your parents. I'm sad that I won't be able to go, but I hope that the three of you have fun.
Are you sure about this? I mean, I could also just give my parents their tickets and let them go without me.
You could do that, but like I said, it would be their first time abroad and I'm sure that they would want you there. So just take the trip with your parents. My dad's condition isn't that serious yet. I'm sure you could go and come back.
Thank you so much for this, Mary. This really means a lot. I promise to bring back lots of souvenirs to everyone.
Okay, I really wish that I could go with you, but I hope that you have a good time with your parents and make sure to make a bunch of good memories with them and have enough fun for all of us back home here. Bob, my dad, he passed away.
Wait, no! How could that be? What happened? I thought you said he was doing okay.
He was, but then this morning his condition suddenly worsened. Mom and I rushed to get to the hospital, but it was already too late.
Mary, I'm so sorry. This all has happened so quickly. I don't know what to say.
I'm just shocked. I feel so confused and torn up inside. She was a huge mess when we got to the hospital. It took me a while to calm her down. She's on the phone with the funeral home right now. I was gonna start calling relatives and letting them know.
I still just can't believe it. I mean, how did it happen this quickly? You said he was going to be out in just a few weeks.
I know, I thought so too. But the funeral is going to be in a couple days, apparently. Are you going to be back by then?
I really don't think I will actually. I mean, the flight back is already going to be over 10 hours. And that's assuming there are no delays or problems with the plan at all. Plus, I might not even be able to get the tickets to go back right now.
So then you're not going to be able to be at the funeral?
I really don't think I can. I'm so sorry about this.
Well, it sounds like this really isn't your fault at all. I mean, you're abroad, and I shouldn't have expected you to be able to come home so soon.
Besides, if I tried to leave now, then I would be leaving my parents all alone, and I don't think that they would want that. It's just also sudden, you know.
No, I really do understand, and thankfully, I think I can call on relatives to help me out. My brothers are already here to help arrange things with the funeral.
Oh, they're there too? Well, that's good. I'm glad you're not alone.
I'm just sorry about this. I bet that I've totally ruined your trip. I hope you can still manage to have some fun.
You didn't do anything like that at all. And if anything, I should be the one who's sorry. I mean, I can't be there for you at this critical time in your life. Maybe I should have never taken this trip. Either way, I'll try and look into coming home early if I can.
I know, but I don't think we can really blame ourselves for this. I mean, who could have guessed that this would happen?
I know, but still, I'm just so sad that I couldn't be there to say goodbye to your dad. And then to not even make it to the funeral.
But it isn't your fault. I mean, just the other day my dad seemed as healthy as he can be. Everyone thought that the doctor was right and that he would be out in a matter of weeks. But then for this to go and happen,
I guess you really just never know what life is going to throw your way next.
it really is true. So that's why you should make the most of this trip. We never know when we'll be able to do things like this again.
I suppose you're right, yeah. I know that if I didn't take my parents on this trip and something happened that would have prevented them from going, that I would regret that as long as I live. I really am happy that I've been able to be here and spend so much time with my parents. You were right about going on this trip. Hey Mary, I'm just checking in to see how things are going for you. And I wanted to say again how sorry I am that I can't be at the funeral with you today.
Oh, that's okay. Thankfully, all went well and there were no incidents or drama. So I would say that everything went about as smoothly as it can for a funeral.
Please give them all my thanks for being there for you when I couldn't.
I'll make sure to let them know how grateful we both are to them. Don't you worry.
Well, anyways, I also wanted to let you know that I finally got a ticket back home, and I'm going to be taking the first flight back tomorrow morning. Then, once I get back, I can help with whatever you need from me. I wasn't there for you for all of this, but I want to be there for you now.
You finally managed to get a ticket back here? Well, that's okay. You don't have to come back early. Why don't you just keep enjoying your trip?
Wait, what? Mary, please. I really am sorry that I can't be there for you right now, but you don't have to take that tone with me.
It's a text. There's no tone. But I'm not taking one with you. I really mean it. Do not bother coming home.
You mean like, at all? But why? I don't understand. Did something happen? Why does it seem like you're mad at me all of a sudden?
I'm not mad. I just wanted to let you know that once you get back from your little affair, that you won't even have a place to come home to.
My affair? What are you talking about, honey?
Don't you honey me. Are you telling me that you aren't having an affair with that old classmate Johnny of yours? This must have been quite thrilling for you, since the two of you were both married.
Wait, no. I really have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't do anything like that at all.
And here I thought you actually cared about spending time with your parents. How did I ever trust you?
But it really isn't a lie. I really have no idea what you're talking about.
Well then maybe I should ask your parents, since they were at the funeral as well.
Wait, they were?
That's right! Even your parents were kind enough to come to my dad's funeral, but not you.
But I don't understand. Why would they show up to something like that?
That's what I want to know? I was under the impression that they were busy traveling with you, but they told me that they knew nothing of any kind of trip anywhere.
But why would the two of them go to your dad's funeral? It doesn't make sense.
What are you talking about? Our parents stay in contact with each other. My mom told them what happened. Did you really forget how long our families have known each other? We grew up around the corner from one another. I think it's pretty natural that your parents would be told about my dad's passing and then show up to his funeral.
I don't believe it. I just don't even know what to say.
Well, you better think of something a little better than that for your sake. Now, start explaining.
And how did you find out about Jane?
Well, I was using your tablet while you were away and you happened to leave your reservations open on the browser there. And that was when I saw only two names, you and Jane.
So then that's it. You saw it all then.
That's right. Now, let's stop with all the lies. I've already told Jane's parents about what she was doing with you.
You did what? But how did you even get in contact with them?
Well, since we all went to school together, there were some mutual friends of ours at the funeral. I asked them if they knew how to get in contact with their parents, and then I told them. But I had no idea that she was married. That's gonna create quite a mess. I heard that they told her husband right away, and he called Jane. Have you not heard anything about that at all? Her husband and parents know all about you.
Well, what about my parents? What do they know?
Everything! And theirs is as mad as Jane's parents. You should have seen how disappointed they were about this. I told them all about the trip. I suggested you go on and you use that as a lie to try and trick me. You're so pathetic. Do you even realize that?
No, please, you don't understand. This has to be some kind of mistake. I mean, I never thought I would get found out like this.
If you didn't want to get caught, it's because you knew that you were doing something wrong. Honestly, you're just the worst. So anyways, again, don't bother coming home. In fact, you might not even want to because the rumors about you are spreading.
And just what is that supposed to mean? Who all knows about this?
I would say everyone that matters. Our family, relatives, and then whoever else they talk to as well.
Oh no, this is really bad.
You think you have it bad? What about me? My dad just died. And then I have to find out that you're cheating on me days before the funeral? You lied to me. But even after taking the shock of your affair, I still had to go through this funeral on my own.
I'm so sorry. I really didn't want to go home early, but it just wasn't a viable option. I'm sorry that this happened.
I don't believe a word you say anymore. I looked into flight delays around where you were staying and there was nothing. There was no reason you shouldn't have been able to buy a ticket sooner.
You mean you went so far as to try and looking in on what I was doing?
That's right. I was just so worried about why I couldn't come home that I looked it up myself. Did you really not want to come to this funeral so badly?
No, it isn't like that at all. It was just that the day of the funeral overlapped with reservations at this really famous restaurant, and I really didn't want to lose those plans.
So you thought it was more important to have a fancy dinner than be there for my dad? I don't even know what to say to that. But anyways, I have my half of the divorce papers signed and waiting for you whenever you come back.
You can't mean that you really want to get a divorce, right? Can we just talk about this?
There's nothing left to talk about. Enjoy the rest of your trip. I hope you're ready for everything waiting for you back here.
Please, I'm so sorry for lying to you. You have to believe that I really do want to take my parents on a trip, and I really am going to break things off of Jane. Please, I never meant to cheat on you.
You might as well save your effort and do it with the begging. I don't want to hear one word of it.
I'm telling the truth though. I'm sorry for everything. I had no idea that your dad was going to die.
If that didn't happen, then none of this would have happened. Don't disrespect my dad by blaming his death on what was really your stupidity. And accept that we are getting divorced.
Wait, hold on, please. You have to forgive me. I don't want to divorce.
And how do I know that that wasn't a lie either?
It really isn't. I'm telling the truth. Please, trust me.
Even yesterday, I wasn't thinking of divorce. But now that I've had more time, it's the only thing that I can think of. But it's like you said, I guess you never really can guess what life throws at you. After that, Bob flew back home as soon as he could and was greeted with a stern talking to by his parents. Well, it was more like a grilling than anything. They were furious with him for cheating on his wife and for disrespecting their family. They told him that he was no longer welcome in their home and that he should be ashamed of himself. Jane was also treated to her berating when she returned home. Her parents were equally angry with her for her role in the affair. They told her that she had betrayed their trust and that she was no longer welcome in their home either. I followed through with my promise of divorcing Bob and sued him and Jane for their affair. Given that we live in such a small town, though it wasn't long before just about everyone knew what those two had done. They couldn't stand the social pressure anymore, and one day, they just left the town. I have no idea where they are, or if they're even together now. I'm not sure I want to know. All I know is that I'm glad to be rid of them.
Amy, dear, I need a small favor from you. Oh, hi, Mom. Sure. What is it? I need you and Frank to empty the house. Empty the house? Why? Is something wrong? No, everything's fine. I just don't want you two to be staying there anymore. Why? Is there any specific reason for it? I just don't want you to be here anymore. That should be a good enough reason. Where are we supposed to go then? That's not my problem. Go live with your father, for all I care. Did something happen between you two? Why? Did your father say something to you? What did he say? No, it's not that. You and Dad have been living together for as far as I can remember. I still don't understand why you suddenly moved into this house 3 months ago. That too, without Dad. So, that doesn't concern you. I can live in whichever house I want. Especially since I own both of them. Yeah, but it's not like you to be away from Dad for so long. I'm sorry, but the last time I checked, I was the mother here. Not you. You have no right to question me, young lady. You better fix your attitude. That's not what I meant. What I meant to say is that this just feels strange. Are you sure everything's fine? Why, of course. Everything's going perfect. Well, aside from your nuisance. I'm a nuisance? How? Well, for starters, you're living in a house that doesn't belong to you. And secondly, you haven't paid your dues for over months. Plus, the house is always a mess. I'm glad I chose to stay the past couple of months here. If it wasn't for me, the two of you would have turned this home into a nightmare. Seriously, what kind of housewife doesn't know how to clean? Is that what this is about? Look, I'm sorry for the delay in everything lately. Ever since Frank decided to stay home, things have been hard. I've been spending more time working than I do in the house. Excuses, excuses. I don't have time, neither the energy, to deal with this today. Just stop arguing with me and leave already. I don't understand. Why are you suddenly kicking us out? Isn't it obvious? I have big plans for this house. But why does it involve kicking us out? Huh, you really are so much like your father. Always arguing with me, and always talking back. Is what I say not enough for you? That's fine by me. If you must know, then the truth is that your father and I are Why? It's just some adult things you won't understand. But the bottom line is that we've decided we can't be together anymore. Which is why I need you to evacuate from this house immediately. As soon as the paperwork is finalized, this house will be under my name, and your father is going to have the other one. But where will I go? Are you serious? You're married, aren't you? Why don't you just decide things with your husband, and the two of you can discuss the future options together? What do you mean, future options? Never mind. You'll find out soon enough. For now, I need you to get the hell out of my house. This is so stupid! You and Dad need to talk this out. We've already decided that this is what's best for everyone. I can't believe you guys didn't tell me this before. I could have helped you. I could have helped resolve the problem between you two. Uh-huh. So when are you leaving? Mom, I can't just leave like that. It's not possible for me, especially since Frank has decided to take a break from work. How will I manage to do everything by myself? That's not my problem, not my headache. But Mom! I'm not going to ask you again. But since you are my daughter and all, I guess I could give you some time to pack all of your things. 2 to 3 days would be enough, right? LOL. You have 48 hours to pack up all your things. After that, I better not see you here ever again. I don't understand. You and Dad always told me that I'll be getting this house under my name one day. You can't just take it away from me, just like that. You selfish brat. We've spoiled you too much, it would seem. Do you want to see your mother out in the streets? 'Cause it's served the divorce, it's only fair that I get some part of your father's wealth. After all, I am his wife, aren't I? You're still young. You can manage to find a better job and work hard to buy yourself your dream house. But for now, it's time for you to go. You're going to kick me out of the house? Just like that? Oh, honey, don't think of this as me kicking you out. Think of it as an encouragement boost to help you step outside your comfort zone. Huh, I see. See, I knew you'd come around. Oh, and by the way, most of the paperwork required for the divorce are already filed. Now, all that's left is for you to sign it too, as a witness to this divorce. You'll probably receive the documents in a day or two. Be sure to fill them out quick and send them my way. Frank, we need to talk about something important. Huh? Can it wait? I'm in the middle of a game. I'm afraid not. I just had a talk with Mom. She wants us to move out in 2 days. What? I know. It caught me by surprise, too. At first, I thought she was joking, but she wasn't. Okay, so? What do you mean, so? Don't you have any input in the matter? Not really. Your mother is a really smart and wonderful woman. If she wants us to move out, we'll just do that. And go where, huh? You've refused to go to work these days, and with my pay grade, we can't possibly sustain a family. If we leave, where would we go? Oh, maybe we could crash at my friend's place? Are you out of your mind? We can't just start living in your friend's house like that. It's indeed or anything. It's only temporary. Even so, we can't just barge into someone's life like that. We're still going to need our own savings and everything. Savings we don't have. Huh. What's with you? Why do you always have to say things like that? We'll work something out, won't we? We always do. And for the last time, quit saying you don't work. I know what I'm doing. I'm taking a break. Why do you have to make everything feel like it's the end of the world? Stupid. Oh, and thanks to you, couldn't pay attention to the match. The winning team scored so many points, but you just wouldn't let me watch it. I hope you're happy now. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to get you so mad. Hey, Dad. How are you doing? I see you finally remembered your old man, huh? I'm alright, kiddo. How are things at your end? Can be better. I'm sorry if it seems sudden, but I wanted to ask you something important. It's about Mom. Did something happen between you two? I see that she's already told you about the divorce then. You mean you two really are splitting up? Why? I wish I knew, kiddo. I really do. I don't know from where or who put that thought in her head, but she seems quite persistent. So, you are going to divorce her? She didn't give me a choice. To be honest, I was surprised myself when she told me she wanted to go separate ways. But if I'd refused, she said she'd make your life miserable. I can't let anyone bring harm to my little one. But why is she suddenly so fixated to get a divorce? That's not like her at all. Well, I have noticed her acting a bit strange lately. Strange how? She's almost always on her phone these days. She takes it everywhere with her. Plus, she's always gets mad at me whenever I ask who she's talking to. You don't think she's cheating, do you? I hope not, but I have a feeling that's exactly what's happened. But who could it be? Baby, just let me explain. It wasn't what it looks like. Hey, Amy dear. Quit texting me, you freak. Not until you stop and talk to me. There's nothing I want to talk to you about. Now, just leave me alone. Okay then, don't talk. But hear me out, okay? What you saw wasn't what it looked like. Just give me a chance to prove myself. Oh please, cut the innocent act already. I saw you and my mom in bed together. That's all the proof I need. And to think, after everything we've been through, was over 2 years together in marriage mean nothing to you? Oh please, you're being so dramatic. I'm the one who's being dramatic? You've been cheating on me behind my back. That too with my mother. How do you think I feel? Why does everything always have to be about you? It's always, I'm going to get this house under my name one day. My mother is trying to kick me out. I'm the one earning for us. You're hurting my feelings. How do you think I feel? How about you start thinking about what other people feel? Excuse me? I've been nothing but a responsible, loving wife to you. And this is how you repay me? You? A responsible, loving wife? Good one. Let's be real here. You don't love me. You never did. You never appreciated me for who I really am. Your mom, on the other hand, is a completely different story. She loves me. She appreciates me. She's the only one who cares for me. Well, if she's that perfect, why don't you just marry her? Well, if you must know, little Miss Nosy, we're already working on that. Joke's on you. You mean to tell me you guys are actually going to get married? Pretty much. All I'm waiting for is for her to divorce your father already. As soon as that happens, we're going to sign the marriage certificate. Since the act's already out of the bag, tell me something. How long has this been going on for? Around 6 months, give or take. You mean you two have been cheating on me and Dad for 6 months? I'm surprised you didn't notice it sooner. You should have seen the look on your face, though. The one you made when you entered the room earlier. It was priceless. LOL. I did film the whole thing. I have photographic evidence to put up a case on you two. Oh yeah? Tell you what, you can do whatever the hell you want with that. It's not like anyone's gonna believe you, even if the case is to escalate between us. In the end, the jury would favor me, a fellow lawyer myself. Why would anyone believe you? Also, just so you know, I'll be divorcing you soon. OMG, Dad, you were right. Mom's cheating. She is? Are you sure? I saw it with my own eyes. She's having an affair with Frank, of all people. Wait, isn't Frank your husband? He was, until that jerk dumped me. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Dad, what am I going to do now? Don't do anything. Those two have crossed a line. No one messes with my daughter and gets away with it. What do you mean? Just relax, sweetheart. I'll take care of the rest. Amy, what's the matter with you? I know you've received the documents. Just hurry up and sign them already. Sorry, got busy with other stuff. I'll get to it soon. Just to be sure, are you really willing to go through with this whole process? Divorcing Dad, and then getting the house under your name, kicking me out of the house, and then marrying Frank? Of course, I haven't had even a second thought since I decided this. Just do your part and get lost already. Wow, I didn't realize you were so willing to go through all of this for Frank of all people. To be frank, I'm actually glad you found out. You have no idea what a pain it was to be hiding all of this from you for all of these months. And how to hide the jealousy feeling I get every time you're around Frank, while I have to deal with your lazy father. You do realize that Dad can't work because he's too old for it. Frank, on the other hand, is healthy and all, but he chooses not to work. So, technically speaking, he's the one who's lazy, not Dad. Silly little girl. You're only saying that because you don't know how to convince a man. All it takes is a little persuasive skill, and then there's nothing a man won't do for you. But finally, after years of being stuck with your father, I've finally found someone that loves me the way I want to be loved. Someone who's young and energetic. Someone just like me. I see. Amy, you have to help me. Mom, it's like 3 in the morning. Why are you still up? Never mind that. You have to help me ASAP. With what? With finding me a home. What else? Oh, I guess that means that you didn't get the house under your name then. Don't act so innocent. You know exactly what happened. You mean how you and Frank decided to take the case to court? And when Dad won the case by showing actual evidence, and then the judge declared that the house would remain under my name instead of yours, thanks to the prenup and all? Yeah, I remember all of it. But the cherry on top was when the officers literally dragged you out of the room. It was hilarious. Have you no shame? How could you insult your own mother like that? Hey, look on the bright side. You have the best supportive husband by your side. I'm sure things will work out in the end. No, it wouldn't. Frank is nothing more than useless. He proposed the idea of a joint father. We ended up having to pay a penalty fee of 25 grand. Really? That much? I thought there would be more. It's all your fault. My fault? How is any of this my fault? You and Frank were the ones to go behind my back. You were the ones who lied to both Dad and I. You even went as far as to take the matter to court. Yet you had the nerve to stand against me. When I found out that the house was meant to be under my name, I couldn't back down. You already stole my husband. I couldn't let you steal my house, too. As if you even needed that lavish as a house. What's worse is that Frank demanded that I have to work and pay for our living accommodations. Otherwise, he's going to divorce me. So, does that mean you'll be divorced twice within a week? LOL. I didn't know that was even possible. Are you actually rooting for him to divorce me? His conditions to marry you is that you have to work and bring home the bread, right? I don't see that working out. You've never worked once in your life. You've always stayed at home while Dad worked his butt off to provide for us. Plus, you're too old now. You have no work experience, no concept of what work is. And you've got a terrible personality. You're not going to get a job easily. And Frank isn't a patient man either. You think I don't know that? Why do you think I'm even talking to you? I'd say you want to apologize, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Apologize? For what? You should be the one to apologize to me. Excuse me? But what do I have to apologize for? For being such a brat of a daughter. You went against me in court and completely humiliated me. You even took the house under your name. Is this how you're going to treat me after everything I've done for you? I'm never going to forgive you for this. But if you let me live in your house for however long I want, I'll consider loving you again. Nice try, but no. First off, you were the one who tried to steal my house, right after stealing my boyfriend. And secondly, who said I even want your forgiveness? I didn't do anything wrong. If anything, you should apologize to me. And why would I do that? What sort of mother asks her own child for forgiveness? In case you forgot, once you signed those divorce papers, you also lost custody of me. So, technically speaking, I'm not your child anymore. I'm my dad. You're nothing but a stranger to me and Dad. The only family you have now is Frank. Go back and live with him. No way. He's planning to make me do all the work while he stays. I'm not surprised. He couldn't even do work even if he wanted to anyways. Huh? Why is that? Well, to keep it short, Dad didn't just win the case against you, he also exposed Frank for the fraud he really is. A lawyer who hasn't shown up to work for over months without notice, a cheating boyfriend, and someone who doesn't do any work whatsoever? That is all he is. He's never going to get accepted for a job. Either way, luck finding a job and dealing with Frank. You're gonna need it. You can't do this to me. You brought this onto yourself, stranger.